FCS parents, hope you guys have had a fantastic week. I am once again coming to you from my car because once again it's been a pretty busy day. I had a long meeting this morning that I had to attend. That was fantastic. I'll talk about that in just a minute. But we've got, as always, a lot of stuff going on at Fairfield Christian School. So I thought I'd kill two birds with one stone. While I'm running some errands today for the school, I thought I'd go ahead and do my Thursday Thoughts as well. Like I said, I was in a very important meeting this morning. It was actually at the Solano County Office of Education. And it was a very big meeting. There were elected officials there, county supervisors were there, county board of education was there. All of these superintendents from all of the school districts in the county were there. I was fortunate enough to be invited to this meeting. In addition, the superintendent for the entire state of California and public education was there, Tony Thurmond. He gave a speech this morning talking about some very specific things. And the meeting overall was about STEAM and CTE in schools in this county. That's something that's very important. STEAM, if you don't know what STEAM is science, technology, engineering, arts, and mathematics. And CTE is career training education. So those are two things that schools are starting to get more and more involved in because more schools are starting to realize that it's not always just about the core subjects of math, language, history, science, and those sorts of things. There needs to be other things going on as well. And we recognize that at Fairfield Christian. Also, that's why we have clubs. That's why we want school students involved in extracurricular activities. And STEAM and CTE are an area where we really want to expand as we move forward. So I was able to hear a lot of presentations about what various schools are doing in our county. And there's a lot of great things going on, but almost every school district also talked about all of the struggles that they have as well. And there are many struggles, especially when it comes to STEAM and CTE. The biggest one being is both of those types of programs are very expensive to run, and it's hard to run them. And that's something we find also at Fairfield Christian School. In addition, it's hard to find people that are trained and capable of teaching those specialized subjects. And we find that as well, although I do believe we have many fantastic individuals on staff that are able to do all kinds of things in the areas of STEAM and CTE as well. So I came away with a lot of great ideas from that, and it kind of flowed really into the areas that we are already moving into. Mr. Nodine and I have been talking recently about starting a robotics club at the school. We actually started this year with our 7th and 8th graders doing a coding class for them. Coding is incredibly important, not just because it's a career field that students can potentially go into. I realize most students probably are not going to go into that career field, but what coding does provide is an opportunity to develop problem-solving skills. Problem-solving skills are one of the main skill sets that both employers and colleges are looking for in students today. Too many students do not have problem-solving skills. They just simply want to complete the assignment that's given to them, but it really doesn't help them in terms of developing their skills. So we want to develop those skills. Teaching coding can help do that, but we want to extend that as well. There's some students that are really enjoying the coding, and kind of developing that into a robotics program is a great thing to do as well, because they can learn many aspects of both computer technology, engineering, other sorts of technology, artificial intelligence. They can learn all these types of systems all through a robotics club or possibly a robotics class in the future. So that's one thing Mr. Nodine and I are talking about. One thing that we also discussed is, just like we discussed at the Solano County Office of Education today, is that these programs are expensive. So we're looking ways to help fund these programs. I'm trying to get a hold of various corporations or individuals to be willing to donate either money or components for these programs. As parents, if you happen to work for a company that would be willing to support a robotics program, if you happen to be an individual that would want to support a robotics program, let me know. Because again, these things are difficult to run because they require a lot of equipment, they require a lot of curriculum. There's just a lot of expense involved with these programs, but they're types of things that we want to provide our students. Initially, we would provide an opportunity in robotics for the middle school and high school students, and then based on the success of that, we would look to incorporate that eventually at the elementary campus as well. But along with that, along the side of the arts, that's the A part of STEAM, next semester we are also planning on having a theater club. So we've already announced that to the students. What we're planning on doing is using this semester to organize things and then actually starting that club in the second semester. We're probably going to have signups for the theater club next month in October, and that way we can find out the interest, and from that point determine what kind of production we want to do, how large a production we want to do, and then decide how exactly we want to go about doing that. And then that way, we'll have our scripts hopefully before Christmas break. The students can actually get their scripts before they leave to break. And when they come back from Christmas break, we'll be able to hit the ground running with rehearsals and start to set up a time for the production and things like that. In addition, we're planning on having that theater club on both campuses, both the elementary campus and the middle school and high school campus. So all students will be able to participate in some way, in some level, in a theater club, which again is very important in developing some of the social skills of students, in developing their ability to stand up in front of students and perform, and not just in performance, but having the courage to do something in front of others in terms of developing their skill sets, developing who they are as a person, and more importantly, who they are in Jesus Christ. So we're looking to develop these programs, initially, again, looking into next semester, possibly a robotics club, and most definitely a theater club, and we want to expand in other ways as well. So if you have ideas for various programs that we can do, and more importantly, more than just the ideas, we need ideas of how we can practically implement these programs in the school, including figuring out costs and how to teach these, who is going to teach these, who has the technical skill and expertise to do these sorts of things. We want to provide more and more opportunities for our students, but we also have to figure out a practical way to make that happen. So if you can help me kind of brainstorm those sorts of things, email me your ideas, your contacts, especially if you know of individuals or companies that are willing to support us. We do look into grants and things like that. Many times when we look at these grants, private schools are not eligible for them. So they're primarily for public schools. For whatever reason, there's this stigma out there that if you're a private school, you must be flush with money. That is definitely not the case. As all of you should know, one of our 5 pillars at our school is that we're financially affordable. I also hear from people all the time when we're consulting with them that, if we need more money, we should just raise our tuition rates. And I don't want to raise tuition rates just for the sake of having more money. Obviously, every year we raise them a little bit because costs go up, cost of living goes up, so we need to be able to cover our expenses. But I don't want to just exponentially raise our tuition rates so that we can do more. I want to find smarter ways of doing things, smarter ways that we can steward the resources God has given us. So we can do more, but we can do it intelligently, efficiently, so that we can maximize all of the resources that God has given us. I believe we can do that. I believe we can do that in a smarter way with the wisdom of God, using His discernment to find out how we can spend our money, how we can use our resources that God has given us. So again, if you can help us out, help point us to individuals or companies or corporations that would be willing to help out in these areas, like with the robotics program, like with the theater club, I would greatly appreciate your help. And we can do more together than we can separately. And we're always looking for input and interest from you as parents. So again, please let me know if you have any ideas or contacts. One more thing for you guys. Next Friday, October 4th, that will be our color run. That day, all students will be on the Dover campus. So middle school, high school parents, make sure you are aware, all students will be on the Dover campus on October 4th. There will be nobody on the Blossom campus. We're going to have a combined chapel that day. I know many of the students are looking forward to that combined chapel. We haven't been able to have any of those so far this year because of the split campuses, but on October 4th, we will have a combined chapel. We'll have a little bit of classroom time, then we're going to do our color run. So looking forward to a fantastic day next Friday for our color run, our first fundraiser. And we're going to have all the students either running, or many of the students that are not running are going to be supporting their classmates, either through handing out water. Some of them are just going to be cheering the other kids on. Some will be marking their bibs as they're running. So overall, it's going to be a fantastic day. So looking forward to that. Hope you guys have a fantastic rest of the week. Hope you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you guys real soon. God bless.